Yeah. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवो गौरवान् प्रचार्य निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुलं गायते गिरिपत्रिपाठं वन्दे श्रीवन्दिनतारिं परमानन्दं। श्री चैतन्यमीश्वरं ओम पवित्र पवित्र वासर्वावसंगतो यस्मदेव पुंडरीकाक्षं तद्भाग्याभ्यन्तरं श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। ओम तद्विष्णु परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूर्यो दिव्या चक्षुराततं तद्विप्रास विपन्यो जागृहं स समिद्धते विष्णुं यत् परमं पदं। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Acharya. All glories to the devotees of Lord Gauranga. So anyway, before we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we recite Panchatattva. Because why? Because it includes everything, all the tattvas, right? So we are reading Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. Let us quickly. Uh, last time we finished 4-1, right? Another 4 will do. Okay. यदि प्रभुपाद न होइतो तबे की होइतो ए जीवन बहित किसे। यदि प्रभुपाद न होइतो तबे की होइतो ए जीवन बहित किसे। निताय गौरेरा अपार करुणा के दीता सकल देशे। निताय गौरेरा अपार करुणा एदिता सकल देशे। यदि प्रभुपाद हइतो तबे की हइतो जीवन बहित किसे। Recite anybody? We are how many? 7. Okay. Right. Recite anybody, please. First one, Vani Mataji, Deepa Mataji, Sandhya Mataji, Raj Prabhu, Hari Bol.
हरे कृष्ण बाबू जी दंडवत प्रणाम।
Dhanavad Pranam.
ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఒకసారి నాకు స్క్రీన్ మీద కనిపించట్లేదు ప్రభుజీ. ఫిఫ్త్ వన్ ప్రభుజీ.
Five. Fifth one.
ఇది ట్యూన్ ఏంటి ప్రభుజీ?
गीता भागवत चैतन्य चरिता प्रेमामृत रस सारा कथाना सुंदर सरल करिय के बुझाइतारा। Try.
గీతా భగవత చైతన్య చరిత ప్రేమరిత రసతారా కథన సుందర सरल करिए हे भजुतारा।
यदि
प्रभुपाद न होई तो लेबे की होई तो केबे ఏం ప్రభుజీ లేబే అది తేబే. ఓకే ताबे. ओके. यदि प्रभुपाद न होई तो ताबे की होई तो ए जीवन बहिते किसे।
Very good. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Read the translation. Fifth one.
Yeah. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita contain the essence of the nectarian mellows of love of Godhead. Who else would have explained these scriptures so clearly and beautifully?
Very good. Sarala Kariya. Right? So, essence of the nectarian mellows of love of God. Who else would have explained these scriptures clearly and beautifully? Clearly and beautifully. So easy to understand. Beautiful connection with different verses from different scriptures, so that our understanding will be perfect. Yeah. Sixth one, anybody? Please recite, please. Hari bol.
I can do, Prabhuji.
Yeah, do it.
Sixth kada.
Sixth one, yeah.
कथा कष्ट सही प्रीता माने रही केवादिता हरि नाम के देता मादेरा पूरी वृंदावन मायापुर मत धाम के देता मादेरा पूरी वृंदावन मायापुर मत धाम यदि प्रभुपाद न हुई तो तबे की हुई तो ये जीवन बाहित किसे हरे कृष्ण हाँ दानी translation yeah. Who else would have tolerated all difficulties and distributed Harinam with a pleasant heart? Who would have given us the dhamas such as Mayapur, Vrindavan and Jagannath Puri? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Seventh one, anybody? Please. Lavanya, want to do?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Parama Mangala Shri Chaitanya Maha Prabhura Sikshadana Parama Mangala Shri Chaitanya Maha Prabhura Sikshadana Achare Prachare Sada Amadare Kikarita Niyojana Achare Prachare सदा मादारे की करीते नियोजना यदि प्रभुपाद न हुई तो तभी की हुई तो ये जीवन बाहित किसे यदि प्रभुपाद न हुई तो तभी की हुई तो ये जीवन बाहित किसे
Yeah. Translation.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. The teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu constitute the greatest and most auspicious treasure. Who else would have engaged us in constantly practicing and preaching it? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Eighth one, Raju Prabhu, Sandhya Mataji, Muralidhar Prabhu. Anybody? Get the some meditation.
Can I try, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Sapam Prabhu, please go ahead.
Prema kalpataru nitai gaurera kripa kanala vivare. Prema kalpataru nitai gaurera kripa kanala vivare. Niravadi jaya pataka hridaya tumare sarana kare. नीरावादी जय पताका हृदय तुम्हारे शरण करे यदि प्रभुपाद न होई तो तबे की होई तो ये जीवन बहित किसे
చదవండి ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చదవండి.
Sri Sri Nitai Gaura
Yeah.
are desert trees of love of Godhead. Desiring a drop of their mercy, Jayapataka's heart incessantly takes shelter of your divine grace. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, devotees. Let me open. Actually, whatever I shared, that is not correct one. I have to check in the YouTube where we left, where we stopped reading. Let me find out quickly.
ఈ గోవింద జయ జయ ఉంది కదా సాంగ్ చిన్నది గోవింద గోపాల జయ జయ దానిపైన ప్రభుపాద ఉంది చూడండి.
పెట్టిండ్రా అర్థం కావట్లేదు ఇది.
మీరు పేరే అడుగుతున్నారు కదా.
ఏంటిది?
ప్రభుపాద లీలామృత కదా, అదే
ఆ
కదా
రోజు
న్యూ జగ్.
ఎక్కడ స్టాప్ అయినది నేను పాయింట్అవుట్ చేయలేదు.
అదే చెప్తున్నా. గోవింద జయ జయ చిన్నది ఉంది చూడండి అక్కడ.
ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఆల్మోస్ట్ దే. ఇక్కడ కూడా యూట్యూబ్ లో కూడా ఉంది.
త్యక్త్వా దేహం పునర్జన్మ నైతి మామేతి సోర్జునం.
గోవింద దాసి అదేనా? గోవింద దాసి ప్రభుపాద ఎస్ దోస్ హు ఆర్ స్పిరిచువల్లీ అడ్వాన్స్డ్ అదేనా?
అది
ఎస్పి లీలామృత వాల్యూమ్ 1 చాప్టర్ 24 న్యూ జగన్నాథపురి గోవింద దాస్ కంటుండే.
గోవింద దాసి కాదండి, గోవింద జయ జయ అని చిన్న అది ఉంది, సాంగ్ ఉంది.
అది అక్కడ పెట్టిన నేను అది దొరికింది. ఓకే. He ended his lecture and asked, గోవింద జయ జయ గోపాల జయ అది అయిపోయిందా? అది చదవాలా?
అయిపోలేదు. దానిపైన ప్రభుపాద ఉంది చూడండి.
శిల ప్రభుపాద uttered a thoughtful అదేనా?
ప్రభుపాద అని ఉంది చూడండి. yet those who are spiritually advanced, they are not different from photograph.
ఓకే, దాని చెప్పండి మళ్ళీ. స్పిరిచువల్లీ అడ్వాన్స్డ్.
ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ అని పెట్టండి. ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్.
Yes, Prabhupada, those who are spiritual advanced అదేనా? They are not different from their photograph అదేనా?
అదే
రైట్. ఓకే.
The story narration అయిపోయింది కదా. ప్రభుపాద హిస్ నరేటింగ్ ద స్టోరీ రైట్, సావిత్రిది. అది అయిపోయినాక డౌట్స్.
ఇదేనా?
yes.
Okay. He ended his lecture and asked for questions. A young woman raised her hand. You say that people foolishly worship the photograph of someone who has already gone. You gave the example of George Washington or Gandhi. But can't the photo of a spiritual teacher be very helpful to teach others to love him? From here, na? Prabhupada? Haribo. Okay. Thank you for pointing out. That is the beauty of reading from book. Haribo. Yeah. So we'll read devotees. Yeah. Sapan Prabhu, చదవండి, స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. ప్రభు చేస్తాను, స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhupada, yes, those who are spiritually advanced, they are not different from their photograph. Just like here is the statue of Krishna. He is not different from Krishna. The original person Krishna and this statue of Krishna are the same. Just like we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna and name of Krishna are non-different. Do you realize it? If we are not getting some spiritual enlightenment by chanting Hare Krishna, then do you think we are simply wasting our time? No, we are not wasting our time. We are actually getting spiritual ecstasy because there is no difference. Similarly, a spiritual perfect person and his photograph is the same because it is in the absolute stage. Is that clear? Govinda Dasi raised her hand. You said that after leaving the body, a person in Krishna consciousness goes to a higher planet. Prabhupada, no. If you make perfection of Krishna consciousness, then after leaving this body, you go directly to Krishna. But if you are not perfect, if you have simply executed a certain percentage only, then you will get the chance of another human body. But one who has understood what is Krishna and how Krishna takes birth, how Krishna acts, he doesn't get any more material birth. Then where does he go? Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. He comes to me. That means in the supreme abode of Krishna. Therefore, we should be very serious. Why should we wait for another birth? Either in very pious family or rich family or in another planet. This human body can give you the highest perfection, but we have to be very serious and try for that perfection. But we are not serious. We are not very serious. Actually, human civilization means that people should be very serious to have perfection of this human body. That is perfect human civilization. That is missing at the present moment. Hare Krishna.
So there is one statement from Vedanta Sutra. Anybody remember? The human body can give you the highest perfection, but we have to be very serious and try for that perfection. Indurasan Srila Prabhupada, why he has written this one? What is that Vedanta Sutra tells?
Atato Brahma Jignasa. You have
Yes. Yes, Atato Brahma Jignasa. Human form of life is to realize, self-realization, meant for self-realization. That's where Atato Brahma Jignasa. Human form of life is given for our elevation from the Prabhupada writes, and this word again, clutches of material, clutches of this material world, clutches, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, one, no, four clutches, another 3 clutches, Adhyatmika, Adidhaivika, Adibodhika. So why only human body? Because it's a developed consciousness compares to lower species. Discrimination power is there, thinking power is there. What is good, what is bad, which is better, which is not better, which is temporary, which is eternal. These are the things only human form of life can be able to understand. Lower species, because eating, sleeping, mating, defending also there in human form of life. But plus intelligence is there, the developed consciousness is there. In whether lower species, that's where karma also there in the human form of life. Karma is not applicable for the lower species. Whatever karma there, that's where they got the body, and after finish that karma, they got the new form of life. But whereas human form, we may go down, we may go up because of the karma, because of the developed consciousness. That's where Prabhupada writes, human body is meant for highest perfection. That is, come back to God, understand our identity, and this is the thing. Get the knowledge, apply the knowledge, and realize the knowledge, and ultimately with the realized knowledge, um, come back to the knowledge. That is the thing. I will continue. Yeah. Muralidhar Prabhu is still a hearing mode, na? You want to do something? You want to read?
Yes, please, but you only hearing mode I can do.
Hearing mode. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for seeing you yesterday in person. Nice, very nice.
I am very blessed, Prabhuji, because I have seen all of you.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you for your interest, and thank you for your sincerity. At least hearing and
hearing mode compulsory class attend అవుతాను ప్రభుజీ. నేను రోజు 3-4 క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అవుతుంటా భాగవతం. మధ్యాహ్నం కూడా 12 to 1 ఒక క్లాస్ ఉంది తెలుగులో. ప్లస్ సుబ్బారావు ప్రభుజీ ట్యూస్డే అండ్ ఫ్రైడే తెలుగు. ఇవన్నీ అటెండ్ అవుతాను ప్రభుజీ.
కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్.
మళ్ళీ మా కూతురి క్లాస్ 2:30 to 3:45 భాగవతం. అంటే అది ఒకటి అన్ని వేరే వేరే క్యాంటోలు నడుస్తున్నందుకు అన్ని విందామని అనుకున్నట్టు.
మధ్యాహ్నం ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారు?
మధ్యాహ్నం వాళ్ళది చెన్నై గ్రూప్ ఉంది ప్రభుజీ.
ఓకే. అది తెలుగు.
తెలుగు 12 to 1 తెలుగు. తర్వాత ఇంకొక బ్యాచ్ వచ్చేసి 2:30 to 3:45.
జై be in Krishna consciousness all the time. Hari bol. Super.
Thank you.
Right, next Raju Prabhu, are you in hearing mode? You will be able to do.
పాపాలని డ్రాప్ చేయడం కుతున్న ప్రభుజీ, అచ్చనాక చదువుతాను.
Okay. ఇంకెవరున్నారు ప్రభు? Let me see. Kinchan Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhu, go ahead. Akinchan Prabhu ki jai.
హరే కృష్ణ.
Jai. Yes, Prabhu.
Srila Prabhupada sat in silence for several minutes, not moving. No one in the audience made a sound. Finally, he reached over for his kartals and began loudly ringing them together and singing, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya. And the devotees joined him. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. It was Prabhupada's desire to see his disciples raise their Krishna consciousness to 100% in their present lifetime. They could do it too because the chanting was absolutely potent. If there was if there was something they didn't understand, he would explain it. Govinda Dasi hadn't understood. She had thought that the devotee was meant to go to the higher planet, but now she understood.
Continue.
Continue.
Yes, please. Please.
And he had told them to become more serious. He knew they sometimes went to the donut shop and even smoked cigarette after kirtanas, and he tolerated it. But he let them know that he really wanted them to be completely serious. Unless they were completely serious, they might have to go to the higher planet within the material universe. And what good was that? To rise to the human birth took many lifetimes. Human life was meant for the perfection, so they should be serious. But he had said we are not serious.
Read one more.
After, yeah, sorry, bro. After the Kirtana, Srila Prabhupada left the storefront and returned to his apartment. Harikriya, tuning to Haridasa, asked why no one has thrown the crazy boy out. In New York, Hayagriya said Brahmananda Brahmananda would have removed him at the first outburst.
Haribo. Thank you, Babu. Hare Krishna. Let me read and then over to Mataji. Okay. You have to be careful with the hippies here. Haridasa explained. Tactful is the word. In this neighborhood, if someone around high on LSD is a server, the drugs, okay? LSD means too much intoxicated with drugs. So they get high in their bodies and experience some kind of material happiness. But that's what and around high on LSD, people automatically assume that he is due all the respect of God and they should be tolerated. They come in, jump up and down and scream, but we can't lay a hand on them because they are LSD saints. If we had touched that boy this morning, the whole neighborhood would be down on us. The diggers next door are pretty noisy, but they unplug their jukebox during lectures, and they have been very friendly, giving us clothing and helping us decorate the temple. Sometimes the Hell's Angels go over there and raise a lot of noise. And sometimes they even come in here. If they do, best to honor them. They are always trouble. That very morning, some Hell's Angels started a fight in the digger's store. The devotees could hear thuds and screams through the walls as a big black beat up three Hell's Angels. The brawl ended only after a police car and an ambulance arrived. Afterwards, about a dozen people drifted into the temple. Talking about the brawl, Harsharani put out extra plates for the guests. We'll continue. Another sequence, Haribol. Yeah, Mataji is Haribol. Sandhya Mataji, who else there? Let me see. We have not. That is better. She dropped off. Okay, I have seen earlier. Okay, Deepa Mataji, you can continue. Next, Vani Mataji. Next, Lavanya. Madai Mataji. Yeah.
One day in March, 18 years old Wayne Gunderson was walking down the street when a piece of paper blowing along the sidewalk caught on his foot. He tried to kick it off without breaking his stride, but it hung on. Then he stopped and tried to kick it off. He couldn't. He reached down and picked it off and found that it was a flyer, Stay High Forever, advertising lectures by Swami Bhaktivedanta at 518 Frederick Street. Like so many others, Wayne, a mild-mannered young man who worked for the post office, had come to Haight Ashbury to take part in the revolution. He attended rock concerts and be-ins browsed through the books and posters in the psychedelic shops, shared an apartment with his girlfriend and another couple, and took drugs. But he was quiet, polite, and solitary. He didn't dress like a hippie, but wore clean, conservative, casual clothes and a whimsical, old looking sports cap. The flyer about the Swami seemed a timely coincidence because Wayne had been planning to go to India to find a guru. He decided to go see Swami Bhaktivedanta on Frederick Street. Wayne was surprised to find only a storefront. He was startled by the picture of the Swami in the window, no smiling, bearded yogi, but a shaven headed Swami with a stern look. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Vani Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Wayne went in. It was a typical Hyatt Ashbury scene with hippies sitting around, but there was also a few people with big red beads stung like garlands around their necks. And up front, he saw the Swami. Wayne was impressed as Prabhupada began chanting Hare Krishna, and he found the lecture firm and authoritative. The Swami stressed, "We are not these bodies." And when he spoke of Krishna, he described Krishna so personally that it was like being introduced to Krishna. After a few meetings, Wayne got up the nerve to ask a question. Can one practice Hatha Yoga at the same time as Krishna consciousness? Oh, why do you want to spend so much time with that body? Prabhupada replied, and Wayne felt Prabhupada's eyes look deep within him. You are not that body. He said it so strongly that Wayne, who was easily hurt, felt like shrinking into the floor. This body is not as important as the soul, Srila Prabhupada explained. So we shouldn't spend so much time with the body exaggerating its needs. Then he smiled at Wayne. Besides, all yogas culminate in Krishna consciousness, and Wayne felt that smile lifted him completely out of his diminished and crushed condition. Several weeks later, Wayne asked him about initiation. When the devotees told him he should go up and see the Swami, Wayne went home and rehearsed his lines first. Anticipating what Prabhupada would say, Wayne prepared his own responses and contrived the whole conversation. Then, nervously, he approached Prabhupada's door.
Read on.
Should I continue, Prabhuji?
Read.
But before he could even knock, the door opened, and there was Prabhupada looking at him, not sternly, as in his picture, but kindly, as if expecting him. Yes, Prabhupada said, come in. The incident completely shattered Wayne's planned approach. He concluded that Swami Ji could read minds. So, trying to clear his mind of bad thoughts, he entered Prabhupada's apartment.
Thank you, Mataji. Madhavi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, Dandavat Pranam. Please continue.
Prabhupada sat in his rocking chair, and Vane, who usually sat on the floor, sat in the only other chair in the room. Vane immediately felt uncomfortable as he realized that it would be more proper to sit at Prabhupada's feet. But feeling too weak-hearted to alter the situation, he kept his seat, nervously fingering his sports cap. Swamiji, he began, I would like to be your disciple. Prabhupada immediately agreed. He asked whether Vane could follow the four principles, and Vane, although not even sure what the four principles were, said he could. Prabhupada then asked him what principle was the most difficult for him to follow. Well, he said, I have difficulty with meat eating. A lie, he was a vegetarian, but he was too shy to say that his real problem was uncontrolled sexual desire. Prabhupada laughed. Oh, that's no problem. We will give you prasadam. You can be initiated next week.
Next one.
Yeah. When then asked if he would be able to go to India, he felt the Swami would be pleased to hear that his new follower wanted to go to his country. But Prabhupada seemed displeased. India? Why India? Then he thought the real reason he had wanted to go to India was to find a guru.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Want to read, Lavanya?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Well, he said to learn Sanskrit. I'll teach you Sanskrit, Prabhupada replied. So there was no need to go to India, and he would be initiated by a genuine guru next week, right here in San Francisco. Some devotees helped Veni prepare for his initiation ceremony. Hayagriva lent Veni his dhoti, a piece of yellow cloth too much large for Veni. Devotees set up a sacrificial arena in the storefront, a bed of earth, firewood, colored dyes, and flowers. During the ceremony, Veni was nervous. When Prabhupada chanted the mantras, Veni couldn't hear them exactly, so he just mimicked as best he could. And when Prabhupada began the fire sacrifice, Veni felt a little frightened because the initiation seemed such a serious commitment. He watched Prabhupada gravely building the fire and saying the mantras. When Prabhupada initiated Veni with his new name Upendra, Veni didn't hear it clearly and began to worry. Then the ceremony ended and Prabhupada stood up abruptly, left the storefront.
Read this one. Upendra, new name. Vain.
Upendra, the new name of Veni, he said, someone reminded me that I should go upstairs and give Swamiji an offering, Dakshina. So I decided to give him a baby blanket and a beach towel. It was not that I lacked money, but these things had some sentimental value to me. So I wanted to give them to Swamiji. I went upstairs to his room and he was sitting at the foot of his mattress. I came in and bowed down and presented him with the baby blanket and beach towel. He held them up with his fingers and looked at them both in each of his hands. He said, these things are useless. These things are useless. And he tossed them down the floor. I was hurt and I had nothing to say. I just sat there. After a while, I excused myself and went back to my apartment.
Continue. Italics the conversation.
The next day, I went to see Swamiji during his evening visiting hours, and he had the beach towel and baby blanket out on the floor like rugs so that his guests who come to visit could have something to sit on. I felt satisfaction that he had found some use for my offerings. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Sandhya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam.
Yeah, then please read.
Prabhupada said that Upendra was not living up to his oath since he was still living with his girlfriend. Upendra felt guilty about breaking the principles forbidding illicit sex and intoxication, but he just couldn't follow them. He wanted to tell Swamiji but couldn't bring himself to do it. Besides, he thought, even if he confessed, how could he stop? Upendra's girlfriend did not like Krishna consciousness, did not want to meet Swamiji, and did not want to come to the temple. So Prabhupada decided that instead of marrying Upendra to her, he would save Upendra from her. Prabhupada decided to make Upendra a brahmachari. Although Srila Prabhupada had about 25 San Francisco disciples, hardly any were brahmacharis. Practically, the only solid one was Jayananda, who was a little older than the rest. Jayananda worked all day driving a cab, chanting Hare Krishna, even while driving. And when he was off work, he would be at the temple cooking or doing any service he could find or sitting with Prabhupada in his apartment with the other devotees. He was known for his serious japa. Sitting cross-legged, eyes squeezed tightly shut, he would hold his strand of beads up in both the hands and rock forward almost to the floor and back, chanting intensely, oblivious to the outside world. He was serious, and that was the only way one could remain a brahmachari. In New York, Prabhupada had about a dozen brahmacharis, but a more permissive attitude among his followers in San Francisco made brahmachari life more difficult.
Continue.
In the original Vedic society of ancient India, brahmachari life began at the age of 5. Parents would send their son to live with the guru at the Gurukula, where the boy would receive basic education, spiritual instruction, and strict moral discipline under the guru. Even Lord Krishna, in his transcendental pastimes on earth, had attended a Gurukula and very humbly served his spiritual master.
So, for you only, Mataji. Sandhya Mataji, who is that Guru. Krishna went to Gurukula, right? Along with
Kandipuram.
Very good. Okay. Right.
Prabhuji, I can read Prabhuji now.
Read, Prabhu.
Yeah. The basic principle of brahmachari life was celibacy. By practicing celibacy, the brahmachari would develop great powers of memory and sensory control. And if such a trained brahmachari later decided to take a wife, his sex life would be regulated, not licentious. But although brahmachari life was necessary for a healthy society, Prabhupada had seen within his own lifetime the rapid deterioration of brahmacharya almost to non-existence. And in America, the situation was of course much worse. Srimad Bhagavatam tells of a young Brahmana, Ajamila, who fell from spiritual life because he had seen a drunken man embracing a half-naked prostitute. In America, to see half-naked prostitute in public was not uncommon. As soon as a brahmachari walked out on the street, he would confront so many allurements. But Prabhupada was convinced that brahmacharis could protect themselves even in America if they regularly chanted Hare Krishna and sincerely tried to follow the rules and regulations. Krishna would protect them. Shirisha wants to read, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavatram.
Hare Krishna, Dandavatram.
Prabhupada had decided to ask Upendra to come and live with him as his personal servant. Prabhupada's former servant, Rancher, had recently left his position. Although supposedly a brahmachari, he had never been a serious brahmachari. He had even seduced one of the young women devotees in New York. Prabhupada had found out and had asked the girl why she had indulged in sex with the rancher if she wasn't planning to marry him. Prabhupada's wife had so discerned the girl that she had been unable to answer. Prabhupada had admonished her, "You girls should not make yourselves so cheap," and had given Rancher another chance.
Continue.
Okay. But Rancher never became serious. After playing the drums during the big kirtana at the Avalon ballroom, Rancher had become fascinated with the dance hall. He would sneak out from his service, lie to Prabhupada about his absence, and go looking for girls at the Avalon. One day, he never returned. As one of the devotees reported to Prabhupada, he just disappeared into the strobe lights. Come back once to ask Prabhupada for money so that he could return to his home in New York.
Thank you, Mataji. Let me see. Andar jayenge. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll stop here, devotees. We'll continue tomorrow. One time we read it. Okay. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada Lilamritam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
What is admonished?
Mataji, admonished. Admonished అంటే ఇంకా చూసాను నేను ఏంటంటే it didn't like, she already have sex with somebody without marriage. That's where that is the thing. What is the meaning admonish? To tell somebody firmly that you do not approve of something that she has done. To strongly advise somebody to do something. Admonished. What Prabhupada admonished? Prabhupada had admonished her. What does it mean? Not to do. అట్లా చేయొద్దు అని చెప్తున్నాను అనమాట. You girls should not make yourself so cheap. ఓకేనా మతది? Hare Krishna. So let me first of all copy this and put it there. And Mother, you send an extra of instruction, that is slokas. So మాధవి మీరు ఒక్కరే, మీరు ఇంకా సంధ్యా మాధవి ఉన్నారు కదా, ఇంకెవరు ఉన్నారు?
మురళీ ప్రభు కూడా ఉన్నట్టున్నారు ప్రభు.
నేను 2 days రిసర్చ్ చేశాను మేడం మాతాజీ. Today's
Okay.
session 44 to 53.
Okay.
మీరు పెట్టండి మెసేజ్ అక్కడ రేపని చూడండి. ఎప్పుడు ఉంది మీకు ఎగ్జామ్ ఇది?
ఇట్స్ ఓకే ఓకే ప్రభు ఈ వీకెండ్ అన్నారు షెడ్యూల్ ఇస్తామన్నారు ఈ వీకెండ్
ఈ వీకెండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వీకెండ్
ఆయన ఏం చెప్పిందంటే ఈ వీక్ లో షెడ్యూల్ రిలీజ్ చేసి ఈ వీకెండ్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యేటట్టు చూడండి అనేటట్టు చెప్పింది అనమాట డేట్ సరిగ్గా చెప్పడం
ఇప్పటివరకు ఎన్ని 3 అయిపోయినాయా బుక్స్?
అన్ని అయిపోయినాయి ప్రభుజీ ఇది ఒకటే లాస్ట్ లో ఒకటే ఉంది నెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్ డివోషన్ ఒకటే ఉంది
ఓకే.
నేను గ్రూప్ లో మెసేజ్ పెడతాను రేపటి నుండి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయొచ్చు
ఈ రుద్రగీతంది ఫినిష్ చేద్దాం అవుతుంది మీకేనా?
ఎస్ ప్రభు
It's been long time.
Yeah.
It's good only. I mean, for the recitation of the Lord Shiva's prayers to Supreme Lord while teachings to Prachetas. Okay, so now what I want to know, I am just putting this message in the group, Lilamrita, where we stop. Okay, so that we can continue. మీరు ఫస్ట్ ఎన్ని రోజులు పట్టింది ఇది భక్తి శాస్త్రం మీకు? 1.5 year 2 years?
1.5 లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఏప్రిల్ లో స్టార్ట్ అయింది ప్రభు మే 4th కి స్టార్ట్ అయింది
1.5 year?
1.5 year
Weekly 2 or 3 classes?
వీక్లీ 2.
Okay.
ఈ బిఫోర్ కార్తీక మాస కంప్లీట్ చేసి మొత్తం ఎగ్జామ్స్ అన్ని అవ్వజేయాలి అనేది షెడ్యూల్ చెప్పిండ్రు ఆయన.
నైస్. మీరు మెసేజ్ పెట్టి రేపటి నుండి ప్లీజ్ ఎనీబడి ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ప్లీజ్ జాయిన్ దిస్ టైమ్ అని పెట్టండి సో దట్ ఎనీబడి 4 శ్లోకాలు ఉన్నాయి. నైస్.
4 ఉన్నాయి. yes okay thank you Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So now we'll recite these prayers. I just checked with Lalmohan Bhu, maybe he's feeling with he's having some sickness. He couldn't respond. Last time also he was felt not feeling well, so maybe he'll join from tomorrow. RudraGita, right? Okay. Opening slides. Sapan Prabhu, thank you for doing. Since I am in India, if I am not able to do, I will over to you. You can continue, okay? If both of us.
Okay, Prabhu.
Myself and Lavanya, we won't be able to do. If you are willing to do, you can do. But since I am in India, I can manage. We'll see, Prabhu. Okay?
Yeah, I have that ready, Prabhu. If you want, I can share and you can conduct the call.
Then another open it's ready. It's okay.
Okay.
What we are reciting? Part 2 or part 3? Part 3, correct? Part 3, correct?
3, Prabhu. 3. 2 days చేసాం already 3. ఇది 3rd day.
ఈ రోజు ఒకటి రేపు కూడా ఒక రోజు చేద్దాము. ఇంకొక లాస్ట్ 8 ఉన్నాయి. ఇవి లాస్ట్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ వర్సెస్ పార్ట్ 4 ఇవి కూడా ఒకసారి నెక్స్ట్ ఈ వీకెండ్ లో కంప్లీట్ చేసి నెక్స్ట్ వీకెండ్ ఒక 2-3 రోజులు బ్రహ్మ సంహితం లాగా మొత్తం 40 శ్లోకాలు అందరు చేయాలి. అంటే ఒక వీక్ ఎవ్రీ డే 2 devotees 15-16 minutes స్పెండ్ చేస్తాం కదా, 16 to 20 minutes స్పెండ్ చేస్తాం కదా ఎవ్రీ డే 12 శ్లోకాస్ కి. సో 2 devotees ఈజీలీ కెన్ డూ 10 minutes అనుకుందాము. 40 verses 10 minutes కూడా పడుతుంది యాక్చువల్గా. మంచిగా చేస్తే కనీసం 6 ఒక రౌండ్ చేసినంత 7 to 8 minutes విల్ డూ. ఓకే, సో 54 and until 62 రుద్రగీతం కి జై. Recite devotees I will do at the end. Whoever likes to do it first and do it, and whoever wants to go do it first, and they can go. Yeah.
నేను చేయాలి ప్రభుజీ.
Yeah.
భవాన్ భక్తిమతాలభ్యో దుర్లభ సర్వదేహినాం స్వరాజ్యస్యాపి అభిమత ఏకాంతేనాత్మవిద్గతిః తం దురారాధ్యమారాధ్య సతామపి దురాపయ ఏకాంత భక్త్యా కో వాంఛేత్ పాదమూలం వినా బహి. यत्र निर्विष्टम् अरणं कृतान्तो नाभिमन्यते विश्वं विध्वंसयन् वीर्या शौर्यविस्फूजिता भ्रुवा क्षणार्धेनापि तुलये न सर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किं मुताशिषः अथानगाङ्ग्रेस्तव कीर्तितीर्थयोरन्तर्बहिस्नानविदूतपाप्मनां भूतेष्वनुक्रोशशुषत्वशीलिनां स्यात् सङ्गमो अनुग्रह एष नस्तव न यस्य चित्तं बहिरर्थविभ्रमं तमो गुहायां च विशुद्धमाविशत् यद्भक्तियोगानुगृहीतम् अञ्जसा मुनिर्विचस्तेन नु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं यज्यते विश्वं विश्वस्मिन् अवभाति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परं ज्योतिराकाशम् इव विस्तृतं यो माययेदं पुरुरूपया सृजत् विपर्ति भूयाशप्यत्यविक्रियः यद्भेदबुद्धिः सदिवात्मदुष्टया त्वमात्मतन्त्रं भगवान् प्रतीमहि क्रियाकलापैरिदमेव योगिनः श्रद्धान्वितसाधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्तःकरणोपलाक्षितं वेदे च तन्त्रे च त एव कोविदः हरे कृष्ण
హరే కృష్ణ. థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు. ఇంకా నెక్స్ట్ ఎవరు?
నేను చేస్తా బ్రో.
ఇంకా ప్రభుకి జై జై జై.
భవాన్ భక్తిమతా లభ్యో దుర్లభ సర్వదేహినాం స్వరాజ్యప్య సభిమత ఏకాంతాత్మన విద్గతి తం దురాద్యం ఆరాధ్య సతం అపి దురాపయ ఏకాంత భక్తియో వాంఛేత్ పదామూలం వినా బహి యత్ర నిర్విష్టం అర్ణం క్రింతంతో నభిమన్యతే విశ్వం విధ్వంస్యం వీర్య శౌర్య విపూర్జిత భూర్వ क्षणार्धेनपि तुलये न सर्गं न पूर्वं भगवत्सङ्गस्य मार्त्यानं किम् उतासिसा अथाङ्ग्रगृहस्तव कीर्तयोर् अन्तर्बाहि स्नान विदूत पापनम भूतेशानुक्रोश शुष्सत्वशीलनम संगमो नुग्रह एष नस्तव न यस्य चित्तं बहिरार्थ विभ्रमं तमोगुह्यं च विशुद्धमविशत् यद्भक्तियोगानुगृहीतम् अज्ञासा मुनिर्विचते ननु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं व्रजेत विश्वं विश्वस्मिन् अवाभति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परम ज्योतिर् आकाशम् इव विस्तृतम् यो मायेदं पुरुरूपयाश्रद् बिभर्ति भूयया क्षिपयन्ति अविक्रिया यद्भेदबुद्धिर्सदैवात्मदुष्टया त्वमात्मतन्त्रं भगवान् प्रतीमहि क्रियाकल्पेर् एव योगिनः श्रद्धान्विता साधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्त करानोपालक्षितं वेदे च तंत्रे च ता एव को वेद हरे कृष्ण
हरि बोल. Thank you. Super. हरि बोल.
Prabhuji, should I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
भवान् भक्तिमता लभयो दुर्लभा सर्वदेहिनां स्वराज्यस्यापि अभिमता एकान्तेनात्मविद्गतिः त्वं दुराराध्यमाराध्य सताम् अपि दुरापया एकान्तभक्त्य को वाञ्छेत् पादमूलं विना बहिः यत्र निर्विष्टमरणं कृतान्तो नाभिमन्यते विश्वं विश्वं विध्वंसयं वीर्या शौर्यविस्फूजिता भ्रुवः क्षणार्धेनापि तुलये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्य नृत्यानां किम् उताशिषः अथानगाङ्ग्रेस्तव listen, Inti. Okay.
अथानगाङ्गे तव कीर्तिदीप्तयोर् अन्तर्बहिर्स्नान विधूतपाप्मनाम्
Yeah. अथानगाङ्ग्रेस्तव कीर्तितीर्थयोर् अन्तर्बहिस्नानविधूतपाप्मनां भूत्वेषानुक्रोशसुषत्वशीलनं सत्यसङ्गमो अनुग्रह एष नस्तव न यस्य चित्तं बहिरर्थविभ्रमं तमो गुहायां च विशुद्धमाविशत् योगानुगृहीतम् अञ्जसा मुनिर्विचस्ते ननु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं विजयते विश्वस्मिन् अवभाति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परं ज्योतिः आकाशम् इव विस्तृतम् यो माययेदं पुरुरूपया सृजत् बिभर्तिभूया शप्यति अविक्रिया यद्भेदबुद्धे सदिवात्मा दुष्टया त्वमात्मतन्त्रं भगवान् प्रतीमहि क्रियाकलापे इदमेव योगिना श्रद्धान्विता साधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्ता करणोपलक्षितं वेदे च तन्त्रे च तयेव कोविदा
Hari bol. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, next. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I will try, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
भवान् भक्तिमथा लभ्यो दुर्लभा सर्वदेहिनां स्वराजस्यापि अभिमता एकान्तेनात्मविद्गति तं दुराराध्यमाराध्य सतामपि दुरापया एकान्तभक्त्या को वाञ्छेत् पादमूलं विना बहिः यत्र निवृष्टमरणं कृतान्तो नाभिमन्यते विश्वं विध्वंसयान् वीर्या शौर्य विस्फुजिता भ्रुवा क्षणार्धेनापि तुलये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्य मर्त्यानं किम् उताशिषः अताङ्गाङ्ग्रेस्तव कीर्तितीर्थयो अन्तर्बाहिर्स्नानविधूतपाप्मनां भूतेष्वनुक्रोशस्तु सत्त्वशीलिनां स्यात्सङ्गमोऽनुग्रह एष नस्तव न यस्य चित्तं बहिरर्थविप्रवं तमो गुहायं च विशुद्धमाविशत् यद्भक्तियोगानुगृहीताम् अञ्जसा मुनिर्विचष्टे ननु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं व्यजते विश्वस्मिन् अवभाति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परं ज्योतिर् आकाशम् इव विस्तृतम् यो मायायेदं पुरुरूपयासृजत् बिभर्ति भूया क्षपयात्यविक्रियः यद्भेदबुद्धिः सदिवात्मदुष्टया त्वमात्ततन्त्रं भगवान् प्रतीमहि क्रियाकलैपैरिदमेव योगिना श्रद्धान्विता साधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्ताकरणोपलक्षितं वेदे च तन्त्रे च तयेव कोविदा
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Next, who is going to do? Want to do Lavanya Haripur? V1-C.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Deepa Mataji, want to do Mataji? I'll do next. Last.
Mataji, I've done before. So if you want me to do again, I can do. But I don't know whether I should do or not.
Madhe Mataji, Hare Krishna.
No, Mata last year పెట్టింది message. He wants to do it the last. Mata. మీ ఇద్దరు ఇట్లా ఎవరు చేయండి ఫస్ట్. ఓకే. యా.
Or
నేను చేస్తానులే ప్రభుజీ. నేను చేసి ఎగ్జామ్ పెడతాను.
ఓకే.
भवान् भक्तिमतालभ्यो दुर्लभ सर्वदेहिनां स्वराज्यस्याप्य अभिमता एकान्तेनात्मविद्गतिः तं दुराराध्यमाराध्य सताम् अपि दुरापया एकान्तभक्त्या को वाञ्छेत् पादमूलं विना बहिः यत्र निर्विष्टमरणं कृतानो नाभिमन्यते विश्वं विध्वंसयन् वीर्य शौर्यविस्फूर्जितभ्रुवा क्षणार्धेनापि तुलये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किम् उताशिषः अथानगाङ्घ्रेस्तव कीर्तितीर्थयोरन्तर्बहिस्नानविधूतपाप्मनां भूतेष्वनुक्रोशसुसत्त्वशीलिनां स्यात् सङ्गमो अनुग्रह एष नस्तव न यस्य चित्तं बहिरार्थविभ्रमं तमो गुहायां च विशुद्धमाविशत् यद्भक्तियोगानुगृहीतमञ्जसा मुनिर्विचष्टे ननु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं यज्यते विश्वस्मिन् अवभाति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परं ज्योतिर् आकाशम् इव विस्तृतम् यो माययेदं पुरुरूपयासृजत् बिभर्ति भूय क्षपयत्यविक्रिया यद्भेदबुद्धिः सदिवात्मदुष्टया त्वम् आत्मतन्त्रं भगवन् प्रतीमहि क्रियाकलापैरिदमेव योगिनां श्रद्धान्विता साधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्तःकरणोपलक्षितं वेदे च तन्त्रे च त एव कोविदा. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Do it, Lavanya.
Bhagavatam 4.24.54 to 4.24.62. भवान् भक्तिमतालभ्यो दुर्लभा सर्वदेहिनां स्वराज्यस्यापि अभिमता एकान्तेनात्मविद्गति तं दुराराध्यमाराध्य सतामपि दुरापया एकान्तभक्त्या को वाञ्छेत् पादमूलं विना बहिः यत्र निर्विष्टमरणं कृतान्तो नाभिमन्यते विश्वं शयन् वीर्या शौर्यविस्फूर्जितभ्रुवा क्षीणादेनापि तुलये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्या मत्यानां किमुताशिषा अतानगाङ्घ्रेस्तव कीर्तितीर्थयोरन्तर्बहिः स्नानविधूतपाप्मनां भूतेष्वनुक्रोशसुसक्तशीलिनां स्यात्सङ्गमोऽनुग्रहयेष नस्तवा न यस्य चित्रं बहिरर्धविभ्रमं तमोगुहायां च विशुद्धमाविशत् यद्भक्तियोगोऽनुगृहीतमञ्जसा मुनिर्विचष्टे ननु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं व्यजते विश्वं विश्वास्मिन् अवभाति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परं ज्योतिराकाशम् इव विस्तृतम् यो माययेदं पुरुरूपयसृज बिभर्ति भूया क्षपयत्य विक्रिया यद्भेदबुद्धि सदिवात्मदुस्तया त्वं मात्रतन्त्रं भगवन् प्रतीमहि क्रियाकलापैरिदमेव योगिना श्रद्धान्विता साधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्तःकरणोपलक्षितं वेजेत चन्त्रे च त एव कोविदा. हरे कृष्ण.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So let me do. I think, let me see. Sirisha Mataji, you are the only left. And Madhavi Mataji also. You want to do?
Hearing mode, Prabhuji. Maybe RudraGita practice cheyale, Prabhuji.
Yes. Next చేయండి మాధవి మాతాజీ మీరు నెక్స్ట్ చేయండి. ఓకే, ఆఫ్టర్ మీ. శ్రీమద్ భాగవతం 4.24.54 to 62. भवान् भक्तिमता लभ्यो दुर्लभ सर्वदेहिनं सर्वाराज्यस्यपि अभिमता एकान्तेनात्मविद्गतिः तं दुराराध्यम् आराध्य सतामपि दुरापय एकान्तभक्त्या को वाञ्छेत् पादमूलं विना बहिः यत्र निर्विष्टमरणं कृतं तु नाभिमन्यते विश्वं विध्वंसयान् वीर्या शौर्यविस्फुजिता ब्रुवा क्षणार्धेनापि तुलये न सर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किम् उतासि सः अतानगेन्द्रेस्तव कीर्तितीर्थयोरन्तर्बहिस्नानविधूत पापानां भूतेष्वानुक्रोशसुषत्वशीलनं स्यात्साङ्गमोऽनुग्रह एष नस्त्व अनुग्रह स्यात्साङ्गमोऽनुग्रह एष नस्त्वव न यस्य चित्तं बहिरार्तविभ्रमं तमो गुहायां च विशुद्धमविशत् यद्भक्तियोगानुगृहीतम् अञ्जसा मुनिर्विचस्ते ननु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं विजते विश्वं विश्वस्मिन् अवभाति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परं ज्योतिराकाशम् इव विस्तृतम् यो माययेदं पुरुरूपय सृजात् बिभर्ति भूया क्षपयन्त्यभिक्रिया यद्भेदबुद्धिसदिदात्मदुस्तया त्वमात्मतन्त्रं भगवन् प्रतीमहि क्रियाकलापैरिदमेव योगिना श्रद्धान्विता साधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्तःकरणोपलक्षितं वेदे च तन्त्रे च त एव कोविदा यस माता जय माधवी माता जी हरे कृष्ण माता जी अब देव हरे कृष्ण माधवी माता जी अगेन
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry, Prabhuji.
yeah recite and we can wrap up okay
Yeah,
please
yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.24.54 to 62. Bhavan Bhakti Matalabhyo Durlabha Sarvadehinam Swarajyasyapi Abhimata Ekantenatma Vidgatihi Tam Duraradyam Aradhya Satamapi Durapaya Ekanta Bhaktya Kovanchet Padamulam Vinabahi Yatra Nirvishtam Aranam कृतनो नाविमन्यते विश्वं विध्वंसयान् वीर्या शौर्यविस्फूर्जिता भ्रुव क्षणार्धन्नापि तुलये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्य मत्यानां किम् उताशिषः अतानगाङ्ग्रेस्तव कीर्तितीर्थयोर् अन्तर्बहिर्स्नानविधूत पाप्मान् भूतेष्वनुक्रोश सुसत्त्वशीलिनां स्यात्सङ्गमो अनुग्रह एष नस्तव न येष्य चित्तं विभ्रमं तमो गुहायां च विशुद्धम् अविसत् यद्भक्तियोगान् अनुगृहीतम् अञ्जसा मुनिर्विचस्ते ननु तत्र ते गतिम् यत्रेदं व्यज्यते विश्वस्मिन् अवापति यत् तत्त्वं ब्रह्म परं ज्योतिर् आकाशम् इव विस्तृतम् यो मायैदं पुरुरूप यस्रजत् बिभर्ति भूया क्षपयति अविक्रियः यद्भेदबुद्धि सदिवात्म दुस्तया त्वमात्मतन्त्रं भगवान् प्रतिमहि क्रियाकलापैरिदमेव योगिना श्रद्धान्विता साधु यजन्ति सिद्धये भूतेन्द्रियान्तःकरणोपलक्षितं वेदे च तन्त्रे च त एव गोविदा Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna thank you all the devotees for joining today reading and recitation वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुमेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय रुद्रगीतम की जय प्रभुपाद लीलामृतम की जय निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल सी यू ऑल टुमारो हरे कृष्णा